Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are kicking things off a lot earlier than we have done in the past with these type of POV hill climb effort videos, if that's what you want to call them. Some people want to call them KOM efforts, but call them what you want. These will become a frequent episode, I suppose we could call it, over the next couple of months, leading up until the British hill climb season, which will be in September, October, and there are some in July as well. Actually, July, August. There's a summer series, and I know lots of you come to this channel for hill climbing. I think I built up a bit of a reputation for that. Win or lose, I think lots of you like to come and see the efforts, and I appreciate that support. So we are kicking things off a lot earlier in the year than I have done previously with these type of videos. And it's no secret, I don't think, that this year's British Hill Climb Championship course suits me a little bit better than the last couple of years. When I won in 2019, it was the climb of Haytor, which was a very we call it a long climb. I mean, my winning time was 11.5 to 12 minutes, and it had lots of varying gradients on that course. And this year is going to be a very similar case. The Struggle, which is a climb in the Lake District up in the north of England, is a very similar affair with a small flat fast section about 3/4 of the way up the climb. And luckily I live in an area where there's plenty of climbs that have lots of varying gradients, and today is my first little bit of practice, and not just for hill climbing, because I have a bunch of events coming up over the next, let's call it 2 or 3 months, until July, where we're going to be doing lots of climbing. I'm going to be doing lots of flat out effort uphill, but also lots of endurance as well. So we're mixing the two very nicely and getting that focus that is needed to climb hills as fast as you possibly can. Because I think I'm right in saying that we all want to climb hills as fast as possible, because the less time we spend on the hill, then the less suffering we have to do, and the quicker we can get to the top and go down the other side and enjoy the descent or get to the flat road, which even I am all for. So this climb today is the Minke North climb, and it's 3 kilometers at 5% average. But that doesn't tell the whole story. This section I'm on currently at the minute is 1 kilometer at 7.3%. And this climb, you could split into 2 parts. You'll see in a second it flattens off quite considerably and even marginally goes downhill, and you'll see the speed getting up to almost 50 kilometers an hour. But the climb ends with a much steeper section of around 600 meters at 8%. And this is a little bit of what I need to practice when it comes to hill climbing. I'm the type of rider that likes to kind of ride myself into a climb and gradually unload the matches and like finish strong. But I've never dialed down that finishing strong thing, because 9 times out of 10 I always spread my effort out over the climb, and I try to finish with nothing left in the tank. But that usually means that when I get to the last, say, minute of the climb, then I've already spent everything and I'm literally just hanging on. My power doesn't drop necessarily, but I'm just hanging on. And when I won the British Hill Climb Championships in 2019, there was a definitive moment in that race where I managed to finish probably stronger than I ever have done. And there's multiple reasons, there's multiple factors into why, and I won't get into that in this video, but I've done a lot of research over the last couple of months, well, in fact most of the winter. I've tried to dissect how my build-up had gone and what had gone into that win in 2019 to try and replicate that again 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 2 weeks, 1 week out from this year's Hill Climb Championship. So I want to go into it better than I've ever been before, and I believe it. And if you believe it, you'll achieve it. I believe that this year I will be better than I ever have been at 10 to 20 minute hill climb efforts. Anything else to me is going to be somewhat irrelevant, particularly later on in this year. So yeah, I'm going to put all the eggs in one basket and really go down that route of trying to bring my best at this year's British Hill Climb Championships. And that's all each and every one of us can do, is bring our best. And it motivates me now, and it's only May and I've got until October. So if it motivates me now, I'm sure as heck looking forward to that race at the end of October. But this climb is a really good starting point. I actually average about 385 watts for the 6 minutes for the whole climb. Normalized 400 watts exactly. So it's 112% of FTP roughly intensity factor. But this is, if you've noticed, as I've been talking, we've done the flat section, my power comes right off, but I'm able to recover at 300 and 330 watts, which is what I'm going to be trying to do, is to force myself to recover at still high wattages. It's very, very important that. And then finish very strong. And that's how we're going to finish this effort, is coming into it, the final minute and a half at 430 watts before we accelerate up this last steep section to empty the tank. And it's something that I want to get better at, and it's something I'm going to dedicate myself to work towards. And you will see it more often in my training. If you follow me on Strava, you will see that. I'm going to do my very best to do that. Strong finish, final 20 seconds, going up to 560 watts, 570 watts. Definitely hitting max here, max heart rate, everything else. But very happy with this kind of pacing and strategy and starting point that we can take forwards over the next couple of months and build on. So if you like this video, please drop a like, and I will see you in the next video.